Hey everyone, it's Fitz with the Daily Delivery. I hope you're doing well. I'm wearing my OU Crimson because I got a good reason to do it. I'm going to talk about OU in Texas today and try to make this as quick as possible, as brief and concise as possible, which isn't always easy for me because I like talking. Big 12 Media Days open for the basketball side of things on Tuesday in Kansas City. New Commissioner Brett Yormark mentioned at his opening comments that OU and Texas are not leaving this conference early. Not 1 year, not 2 years early, as many of us had hoped. They will be here through the 24 football season and the 24-25 athletic season. So that means 2 more full years on top of this year of OU and Texas. And that kind of stinks. And it stinks probably for OU and Texas too, but I don't care if it does for them. And I'm reminded that I did a plan a while back laying out how exactly the Big 12 could schedule with these two programs still in the conference for 2 more years. Now, I humbly named it the Fitz Plan because, I wanted to promote my brilliance because nobody else seems to recognize it. Here's the basic plan as it applies to OU and Texas. They will play home and homes with the 4 new schools over the next 2 years. They will play in Cincinnati, in Orlando, in Provo, and Houston. All of them. And all of those schools will go to Norman and Austin. Now, you might think this makes their schedule easier, but I do not believe these 4 schools coming in necessarily mean they're not as competitive as the schools that are remaining in the Big 12. I can see your point, but I don't agree with it. And to round out the OU and Texas schedules, it's pretty simple. OU and Texas will play each other. Now you've got them at 5 games, and then they will wrap up their 9-game conference schedules by playing the teams that they have regional rivalries with. And in this case, we move West Virginia into the Southwest Conference, so that's who Texas will play, and Oklahoma would play home and homes with the old Big 8 schools, Iowa State, Kansas, and Oklahoma State. And that's how you get their schedules for the next 2 years. And everyone else will play games scattered across the entire conference. But if you're OU and Texas, you are going to lend your brands to boost the value of the 4 new schools coming in while getting home and home games in with all of your longtime rivals. Period. That's all I'm trying to accomplish here. And I know that it could be an easier schedule for OU and Texas, but in reality, I don't think it will be. I wouldn't want to be Oklahoma or Texas going to the Bounce House or Nippert or Provo or any of those venues. They will be ramped up and amped up. It'll be awfully fun football that a lot of the nation will want to watch. It's called the Fitz Plan. I'll link it somewhere. You can take a look at it. I understand if you don't believe in it. I won't take it personally, but it's a pretty good plan.